Yorkshire Prepper here. Got the latest news update. Haven't been making videos for a while. I've just been working on my laptop. So here goes the latest news. Russian ambassadors from Latvia, Finland, Estonia and Lithuania have asked Russian ambassadors to leave their country. This would normally indicate the onset of war, as this type of action is taken when countries go to war with each other. Time is against us now, so if you haven't prepared for SHTF, then you should start preparing. All indicators point to very serious and potentially dangerous levels of worldwide destabilization and social unrest. A wise person would prepare if they already haven't, as economists and analysts say that 2023 will be the mother of market depreciation and volatility. In Ukraine, the engagement of troops continues without either side willing to lose or engage in genuine peace talks. I can just remember everyone, and can I just remind everyone that the cost of living crisis was inflicted upon us by our own heads of state by imposing sanctions upon Russia. And it is the Ukrainians, USA, United Nations and the EU that are the aggressors and instigators and have executed this war. And they're after the natural resources of Russia and the Donbass area and the pre-Soviet areas. The USA and UN have breached legal agreements and UN resolutions and always were lying to the public and to the Russian people and the people of Donbass. The USA, Ukrainians, UN have no other interest except to hurt Russia via proxy so they don't have to fight a direct war. We're told this again and again on the news. But from what I can see, the Americans are supplying weapons. They're training the Ukrainians on weapons. They're on the field. They're counting the weapons. And from what I can make out, they're pulling the trigger and they're firing the weapons as well. The USA use a cowardly and deceitful, illegal way of fighting this conflict, and they persist with constantly controlling the mainstream narrative, funding terrorism and conspiring to overthrow sovereign governments. This is a repeated pattern. Causing the coup in Pakistan, Haiti, Ukraine and in many other countries, the oppressors, the operations and actions of the USA terrorist regime knows no limits. Yeah, I'm saying the USA are a terrorist regime themselves. Bullying weaker countries all over the world as China and Russia visit the African nations to support growth and infrastructure development. The USA are hot on their heels, throwing a spanner into the work of progress and positive work that Russia and China have been doing. The USA have nothing to offer other than overpriced fossil fuels and defense contracts and doing too little, far too late for the African nations, in fact, for the whole world. And I don't know why anyone would agree to do any type of business with them, because all they are warmongers, corrupt and evil. With more and more people awakening and following logic and common sense now, we are exposing them. The UN have drafted a resolution into controlling disinformation. Now, can I just remind you that it is the USA that are the biggest people in actively making disinformation. They have, the CIA have a department specifically for disinformation. So if anyone's got different disinformation out there, it's these guys that are peddling it. And now they're trying to set the law so nobody can disinformation in the way that they don't like it. So do as we say, not do as we do. using extremely vague and subjective rhetoric to pass major infringements upon our legal rights. This is a direct form. This is directly from the WEF chums, whose evil tentacles reach deep into Europe, Western governments, and now we will be losing the right to express ourselves. It is not right, and it doesn't sit right with me, and they think they can just do as they please. So, in the words of Pakistan Prime Minister, what was it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, thank you very much. We will not have any of that. Former Prime Minister Imran Khan, who was also thrown by the USA coup without no doubt, with Lloyd Austin, former second in the command at Raytheon the weapons makers, now is second in command and making major decisions for the US Army. As Secretary of Defense of the US Army, it is clear for all to see why he is pushing war with China, Russia, and anyone else that he can get his company to be richer from and sell even more defense contracts. The negative actions and the current US and USA president have been shameful, dishonest to say the least, and will cover each and every move, and I will cover each and every move here on the Yorkshire Prepper channel. And I'm a free and independent journalist who's not controlled by mainstream media, so anything that I like to say, I can happily express myself upon my channel. This is not the way that free and an independent country should work. Any conversation or process requires a voice to be expressed, an opinion to be expressed from two sides of the fence, so that a person can make a rational conclusion to the decision that they're making on something. And by not complying, destroying the name and they destroy the name and reputation of anybody that speaks out. So if you could just give me a like and a share. I know my videos aren't the best at the moment, but I'm working on it. They will be a lot better made very, very soon. I'm working on the chicken coop right now. I'll be making a video about that later on in the day. I'll give you a little update on what's happening with that. All of the materials that I've used, I've tried to recycle. I've kept costs to a minimum, so anyone can kind of do this thing if they want at home, and I'll let you know what's happening with it. The protest is still on the 4th at the Peace Gardens in Sheffield, so anyone who wants to take part in the clean air zone protest to stop it, this unfair tax being rolled out onto, well, it's disgusting. You know, they're not stopping pollution by it. The whole area in the city centre has been pedestrianised already. There's no need to have a clean air zone in the city centre. We need it widespread. We need it all over Sheffield. We need it so it helps us to do what it's saying that it's doing, which is a clean air zone. And by putting it on just the people of the city centre, it's just a pay for entry zone. It's not a clean air zone. So I strongly disagree with these guys rolling out this clean air zone into Sheffield. Let's stop it. It can be stopped. It's not too late. We can stop it now before it is too late. So I invite everyone along to the protest on the 4th of February at 12 p.m. Sheffield Peace Gardens. Yorkshire Prepper out. Thank you very much.